The betrayers rise in the city of Batzazan, where once demons tread in service of the betrayer gods. That is apparently the next course in order to further your understanding of the Jewel of Three Prayers. You guys have spent much time in the city of Batzazan, as have your rivals, Aojabe, Dermot Werder, Galsariad Ardeth, and Maggie Keen-Eyes. Of course, your rivals, you discovered during the last session that they had been deeply traumatized by the events of their arrival in Batzazan, and they have taken on a much harder edge, it seems, since this whole situation began. Dermot seems to be one of the few that still happily conversing with your characters, but he fears for the breaking of his party. What's more, you guys have also been commissioned, shall we say, by Aloysia Teflon, who is Aloysia Telfon, who it was mentioned to you is a member of a group of individuals known as member of a group of the known as the Consortium of the Vermilion Dream, and it was her, and she hired your party, it seems, to enter into the Betrayer's Rise in order to help her excavate a holy site. She wishes to do this under the nose of the Aurora Watch, and has contracted your party to help her. Whether you will do that or not remains to be seen, but let us return now to the city of Batzazan, and the next steps and call of the Netherdeep. You guys have just finished your vision at Fogholm's Grove, and the Furbolg that runs this location, of course, has given you guys plenty of information about the Jewel of Three Prayers. Not having it direct information about it, he has given you a vision of a young man sinking to his knees in the garden, who looks like he is in more pain than any one person should bear, and who has called to the skies and asked for help from the gods above. And with that, the vision fade, and of course Fogholm told you guys about the Betrayer's Rise once being a fortress protecting Gordrenas, the Betrayer god's citadel in the time before the Calamity. Of course, the prime deities, though, not allowing the Betrayer gods to get too much further than that location, laid siege to Gordrenas before capturing the Betrayer's Rise and routing the Betrayer gods' forces. And it's that vision that leads you guys to believe, to learn anything more, it is off to the Betrayer's Rise you must go. The jewel sits in the possession of Kitty, and has not left her side since this adventure began. Of course, it still lies dormant. A simple gem, though it confers magical benefits to Kitty, and you guys, of course, have stumbled upon something greater than yourselves. As you leave Fogholm's Grove with the vision in your minds, what would you like to do?
So, are we going straight to Betrayer's Rise, like, today?
She said meet her there. Don't remember if it was in the morning or, like, tonight.
She said cryptically that she would meet you there.
Okay. But we haven't slept since we've been in Batzazan, have we?
I don't believe so. Not to my knowledge. It really depends on the... Well, maybe. You guys do have your health restored, it seems. I think it's going to come down to your spell slots more than anything else.
It was because I was the only one hurt, and I rolled hit die.
Yeah, so I'm missing slots. Sure.
Okay.
I'm missing a couple. So do we want to sleep?
What time is it?
I would say that it is after... Fogholm wanted you guys to show up after dark to do the rest, or to do the visions, and the visions probably took a while, so let's say it's about 8 p.m.
Yeah, I'd rather go up in the morning anyways.
Yeah, not in the middle of the night.
Alright.
We paid for rooms already, right? I think?
Yes, I believe that is the case. So off to the ready room then for the party?
Yeah.
And off to the ready room you go.
Isn't Question and sorry, the other faction that's not the Crimson folks or Vermilion folks.
The kid.
Yeah.
Who's like paying us to.
There were like archaeologists or something like that.
There was the Vermilion archaeologist. There was the Critical Role monk group.
Cobalt Soul.
Right,
Cobalt
Soul's
Soul.
Question.
Oh, and then the guy that we pulled the ring out of, or whatever
Right.
it was.
The puzzle box.
The puzzle box,
Puzzle
yeah.
box, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, there was the puzzle box, but then that one guy is like, "Oh, you have to go to the Betrayer's Rise, or you're not gonna get this puzzle box, meh."
Yeah, weird.
It's amazing how much you sound like Syker.
Yes, let's go through this one at a time. You guys will remember Prolix Yusuf and Aloysia Telfan. Prolix you met at the crematorium, and he himself is sent by the Allegiance of Allsight, Prolix, to spy on a rival agent of the Consortium of the Vermilion Dream. Aloysia is the member of the Consortium of the Vermilion Dream, as I mentioned. Both he and Aloysia are staying at the Ready Room, according to Prolix. Let's see here. As for the puzzle box, now with the puzzle box, he offered you guys a deal. If you find out what Aloysia is up to and stop her, he will give you guys 200 gold pieces, as well as the box and whatever might be inside it. So you know that Prolix and Aloysia are here someplace.
Either way, I think we should keep a guard overnight.
Yeah,
Someone should be awake.
Well, okay. Let's see. We can do shifts, maybe.
Yeah, we don't have to pair up or anything. Like,
Yeah.
just everyone take 2 hours over the night.
I felt like I had something for this, maybe not.
Oh, does someone have alarm?
I have alarm.
I do not.
So
I do.
yeah,
O'Brien does? Awesome.
Uh-huh.
then yeah, I can. Yeah, we can just set alarm and call it.
Big Magnus will slip away during the night, though, during some point to go to the Wall of Remembrance. Whether or not anybody sees him, that's up to you. As players, I suppose.
Okay.
Not trying to hide it.
I have a feature that I keep forgetting I have, but I got musicians so I can give people inspiration on long rests, and I keep forgetting that I can do that.
Well, we're still all catching up the 2024 rules, so I wouldn't feel too
Yeah.
bad about that one.
Hooray!
So I can do it. I can give it to 2 people if anybody doesn't have inspiration. But I guess I have to do that when a long rest is declared. But
I will automatically get it as a human.
Yeah.
So it's you and Kitty,
Huh.
it sounds like.
I
Well, I
already
already
have
have
it.
Nice.
All
Just
right.
save it. Save it for a short rest.
Ven will not play any music tonight.
This is the thing I'm noticing about 2024. It's like it gives out inspiration even more than I do. And I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do to reward role playing now? Help me out here, game. But no, that's okay. I'll figure something out. I joke. But I don't know. Maybe you out there are probably hearing that too. Who knows? Maybe people are hearing that.
It seems very easy to come across inspiration, but
Yeah, it's like baking the rules want now.
Well, I can say that my home game it went 1 to 4, and our DM never remembers inspiration existing, and none of us have a way of getting it.
No, that'd be a thing. No, so no humans, no musicians.
No, Dragonborn. I'm a rabbit person, Goliath, and Leonin.
Well, okay then. In that case, all right. So Magnus, it seems like you've got something with the wall. Does anybody else have anything specific that they wanted to do inside the bar?
I don't think so.
I just want to use like the Sentinel's Rest to watch the door.
Okay.
So
Then in that case, you guys find your ways to your rooms. Now, I can't remember if you guys bought one room or if you bought... I can't remember if you guys bought one room for each of you, or if you got one to share. I forget how that shook out.
I think we got 1 room, 4 beds.
1 room, 4 beds. Okay.
I thought. Maybe we got
Alright.
2 beds.
That makes sense to me. All right, then you guys find your rooms at the far back of the ready room, here, in fact, and you guys are able to kind of situate yourselves here. It's not a not a fine affair here at the Ready Room, but it's clean for the most part. A little bit, probably not in the best condition. Like the tables are a little bit threadbare, and maybe the sheets aren't the best. But there's no bugs or lice at least, so at least there's that. Okay, what would you guys like to do?
Go to sleep.
Okay.
I'll leave some of my stuff here and then I'll probably head out after a bit to the wall.
Okay. Then I think the best thing for us to do would be to play that out, Magnus, if you're interested.
Yeah.
Okay. So the rest of you notice Magnus getting up to leave, unless you're slipping out after they go to sleep.
No, I'll get up. I'll be back.
Don't go too far.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Don't get shanked.
That's poetic words from you, Kitty, I swear.
That was Alan.
Don't get thrown to a people blender.
Oh god, yeah.
Then in that case, I will shift us to the Wall of the Unforgotten while the rest of you kind of settle in. Actually, I'm going to set your tokens kind of just off to the side here, so... I'll put Kitty over here, and then that way you all can be part of the scene, at least in spirit. Magnus. As the city of Batsazan is going back to sleep, and trying to turn in for the day, the scars of the attack of the demons earlier still lingers. As you're walking along the street, I would like you to give me a roll. Give me a d10, please. 6. As you are walking along the street, you see what appears to be a bugbear, who is fixing a wheelchair, kind of along the street, and the wheelchair is apparently belonging to the drow nearby, who has a fresh bandage wrapped around a missing leg.
You need help there?
The bugbear sort of looks up at you and says, "Yeah, I can't get this damn wheel to sit in place right."
I've got some skill. Let's take a look. It's a wooden wheelchair, I'd imagine.
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
The wood carving, maybe, and tinker's tools, one of the two.
Mending probably would also maybe help as well if you're interested in that.
If I have a mending, I don't think I got mending. No, not yet.
Okay, then in that case, I will accept I'll accept tinker's tools for this one.
Intelligence?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Choose your main stat for this. With an 11, you're able to reseat this. You're able to reseat the wheel. You do as good a job as you can really manage. The wheel was mostly, for the most part, kind of put on there by the bugbear, and with his assistance, you're able to kind of get the whole thing kind of fixed. The drow sort of looks up at you with this sort of unhappy expression, this miserable sort of look on her face as the bugbear walks over to her and says, "Okay, you ready?" And she just looks at him, and she just begins to break down in tears and she's like, it has to be this way. I should have paid attention. And he's like, all right, enough of that now. And he picks her up, and he sets her in the chair. And she looks down at this chair that apparently she's now in for the first time, according to her reactions. And she's just inconsolable at that point as she looks at the chair itself, and the bugbear's like, "No, listen, I know it's going to be an adjustment, but you can do this, okay? It's not the end of the world. You still got strength in those arms." And the drow's trying to take some comfort from this, but Magnus, do you have any reaction to this?
It's kind of sadness in this shell-shocked way. He's been there and used to that. He's seen this before. This is not new. This shock of dramatic change that happened in an instant. So I guess it was more harrowing as he watches this all go down, and he kind of watches it happen and kind of washes over him, just like many times it's happened before when people have lost a limb or lost somebody.
As you're walking along, as you're viewing this whole thing, the bugbear finally turns to you and he says, "Hey, thanks for the help, pal." And he presses a silver piece into your hand.
No, you didn't have to. Thank you.
That's no problem. All right, let's get you over to the infirmary and get you some rest, okay? The drow looks up at you, and she's mostly calmed down at this point. She says, "Thank you for your kindness, stranger."
Sure. Good luck.
Thank you. Gods watch over you. And she begins, like, sort of like haltingly, kind of like moving the wheels, like, with her hands and trying to understand, like, how this whole thing works. And, the bugbear's like, okay, just take it a little bit slow. And after a moment or two, they're rolling down the street and, away from you.
I think he starts thinking about the words like "Gods be with you," and he kind of thinks and just like, they've never done me any favors. So I don't know, it just kind of hits him in that pang sort of way, and then he'll start heading toward the wall.
As you reach the stretch of stone wall carved with names and wreathed in dried flowers and trinkets and the like, no one's here at the wall at this time of night. The drow priest that you met earlier, Kalim Talaran, is nowhere to be seen. But it's kind of quiet here, as if no one really wants to come to the wall after hours or anything. There's kind of like silence here in the streets, as if the people of Batsazan are, as they're all turning in and trying to, like, get away from the night. Somewhere in the distance, though, you do hear like some laughter and some sort of like, enjoyment of maybe over a drink or something else at the ready room. For the most part, the street is empty and you are alone with the wall.
He starts walking up. On his side, he has a pouch, and he opens it up. And he pulls out a figurine of what looks like 3 people. It looks like a female figurine. Kind of looks like an elven. The smaller child also looks a little elven. And then it looks like a man. And it has the lady has an initial of L. The child is C. And then the man has an M on his chest. And he puts that down at the wall. And so he just kind of looks at it for a while, remembering flashes of a tavern, a lady drow that is at the bar, a kid running back and forth, kind of handing out drinks there, and a smile between him and this lady. Then he just kind of thinks hard on these moments. Then he grabs his chest and he pulls a necklace out, which looks like a cog. Each of the teeth on it, there's 12, has an initial on it. Just random initials, and then there's one spoke that seems to be ripped off, cut off, and he just kind of looks at all the different spokes and or teeth, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just kind of takes it off, and then he throws it down at the wall as well. And he remembers his old platoon, and he just kind of sits there for a moment. And I think he finally walks away after maybe a half hour or so, just kind of reminiscing about everything that had happened. And then he'll head back to the ready room.
As you're walking away, and you leave your objects behind, you turn back for a moment, and the objects themselves, they seem so small now, as you've gotten your distance away from it, mixed in with all the other trinkets, and you realize after a while there's dozens, maybe hundreds of names here, and for a brief moment the thought of, like, the people that got forgotten, and the people who's left trinkets here in the hopes of being remembered, that it just, you see your own objects there, like, very briefly, and it's just lost in this sea of other things. And maybe for a brief moment there's an insignificance that washes over the whole thing.
Sure, but that was, for him, it was kind of the point, trying to leave something like that behind.
And as you focus one last time on the trinkets, you solemnly walk away from the wall. Meanwhile, back at the tavern. Most everything in the tavern has kind of died down at this point, as Magnus returns back into the room with you guys. As Magnus steps back in, there's a sort of forlorn look on his face, but perhaps that's really up to Magnus more than anything else. But Magnus certainly has a sort of like change in appearance as he kind of wanders back in.
Welcome back. How did things go?
I think it went well. I just needed to drop off a few things.
I hope you're not a secret agent of some kind.
We had some secret drops I gotta do under a rock or something like that. No.
Insight check. No.
Kitty buys all of it.
Rook. I do specifically from you want an insight check.
Okay.
Oof, 23. Rook, you've seen that look a few times. Yeah, I mean, it's as a shepherd of the matron of ravens, you've seen that look more than a few times. It's the look of loss, like absolutely. Magnus is doing his best to keep a stiff upper lip about the whole thing, but unfortunately, you've seen this look one too many times to miss it.
Okay. Rook would probably just kind of go over to Magnus and just put his hand on his shoulder and kind of just give him a nod, an understanding nod. No words need to be said, but.
All right. Thanks.
Kitty, death is something that you're always wondered, like, is ever going to come to you. We've talked about that before. And Venn deals in, of course, deals in ghosts and spirits and that sort of thing. Rook is a sort of, is of course, the servant of the matron of ravens, of course, but, being the chipper, sort of naive creature that you are, any sort of like reaction to that sort of moment where Rook's trying to, get through to Magnus and Magnus is brushing it off, that sort of thing.
I don't want to kill the vibe, but I don't think Kitty understands sadness in that way, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So I think she's just unaware of she can't read a room exactly. So I think it's just everyone's just really quiet, so she's just getting really quiet, but she doesn't understand why. Which
is a fine reaction. I mean, it's a child's reaction, I would say.
Yeah.
It's like whenever children have that sort of misunderstanding of what's happening, it's best thing to do is just kind of hold on and hope for the best. Although I do remember an interaction where a child actually shared her toys with me, so I wouldn't be so sad. My niece, in fact. And that's how kids react, which is kind of nice. But at any rate, Venn, if you're back from your food run.
Yeah, here.
Magnus is there's always some sort of haze over Magnus when it comes to your ability to communicate with ghosts and that sort of thing. You don't think anything haunts him necessarily, but it's almost like he's keeping it alive with his own mind, or creating ghosts through his own memories and the like. And is there any sort of reaction that you have now that he's kind of in this sort of state?
I don't think that she'll say anything specifically about the way he's feeling or, the reasons behind such. I think more than anything, she would just try and kind of lighten his mood. So like she mentioned with the secret agent bit there and everything, she's just trying to cheer him up, but not. She's also respecting that he needs time to work through whatever he's going through, if that makes sense.
Sure. After a moment, there is a knock on your door.
But what time is it now?
It is getting a little bit late, but I would say it's about maybe 9-10 p.m. when all this occurs. It's a soft wrap, and you guys do hear it though, at the very least.
You guys order room service or something while I was gone?
No.
Kitty opens the door.
Standing there in the torchlight is Prolix Yusuf, who's kind of furtively looking around, going, "Hello, I hope I'm not disturbing anyone. Just coming to. May I come in, please?"
Well, there's not much room, but sure.
Well, that's all right. I think we'll make do. And he comes in and quickly closes the door behind him. I'm so glad I caught you. Thank you again for the business so that over at the crematorium, nasty business. I don't suppose you managed to get information on my target, Alosha Telfan, by any chance?
Not yet. We were going to look into it tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Well, well, I suppose you know better than I, but I just didn't want you to forget our deal. That's all.
What, her plans or whatnot?
Yes, exactly. If you're going to meet with her, then I would be very interested in knowing what it is she's up to. Did you happen to? Did she happen to say what it is that she wanted from you? Did you even? I'm actually trying to remember if you guys even mentioned that to Prolix.
We never mentioned it. We do know that she
Yeah.
was looking for crystals or something like that.
Right.
Yeah. She wanted protection, and that she was looking for something. I guess crystals is what Magnus remembers. We never told this guy about that. We never even. I don't think we even let him know that we really knew her. We just said, "Yeah, we'll look into it."
Okay, so maybe a small retcon then, where he says like, but he did offer that deal. I know that much.
Right.
And he says, so I mean, have you heard anything at all? I mean, just wanted to try and close the deal.
I can go ask her.
Wait, would that work?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I never really thought about it that way, but I mean, I don't suppose you have her trust or something, or perhaps can find a way to gain it. Or...
She wants us to go up to the mountain.
Oh, she does. Up to the Betrayer's Rise, and yes, well, that's good. Did she say why?
Is Ven's gonna interject and, keep Kitty from talking too much. She's gonna say, "Is there a reason you need to bother us about this tonight? We said we'd look into it tomorrow."
No. I mean, I saw you coming back in, and I just wanted to. Never mind. Yes, of course. You're all very exhausted. I will. Just don't forget our deal. Money, puzzle box.
We won't forget. Thank you.
Yes. Good evening. And Prolix sort of like, kind of embarrassedly and cringely, like, heads out of the room and leaves the door open, kind of forgets to close it, and then you hear him head back to his quarters, and that's the last you see of him for the night.
Well, that goes a lot.
Venn doesn't even try to explain really to Kitty why she interrupted. She's just like, "Do you like that guy, Kitty?"
I like everybody.
Fair enough.
I wouldn't mind having a word with Question, though. If she's with the Cobalt Soul, then maybe we'll have a bit of a better idea about what's going on. It's really weird,
They sent
though.
a group in, didn't they? And she stayed behind?
Yes. Not really sure what's up with that, but I feel like our first encounter was more of I felt like I got ambushed by a crazy person, but so...
Venn doesn't remember that. She was drunk.
Kitty will explain it to you.
Yeah, I figured that the others would fill me in. Did she say what the other group went in there for, or just that they had gone into the Betrayer's Rise?
No, she didn't get to say much about it. I don't think you guys ever actually asked, if I remember correctly. Mostly the conversation turned to the Jewel of Three Prayers more than anything else. So if you're curious about what Question has, it's possible she's still in the bar on the second level.
We could go search for her.
Do we want to talk to her before we turn in tonight?
It might be good to glean a little bit more information about what we're throwing ourselves into.
Know the reputation of the Cobalt Soul, so I mean, I feel less screwed by them, by some of these other folks, the bribe guy and the weird one that just wants to use us.
True.
All right. So how do you guys want to address this?
I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, let's go talk to
Yeah,
her.
let's go talk to Question.
I mean, in case we run into the Cobalt Soul in Betrayer's Rise, it'll be good to have something to...
Point.
A short time later, you guys ride the elevator that takes you to the second level of the Ready Room. You find Question at the other end of the bar. She is currently knee-deep in a tankard of ale, kind of like staring straight out the window. And let me get insight rolls to the entire party.
Oh, all right.
Watch out, guys. Here I come.
12 from Rook, 16 from Venn, 5 from Magnus.
I think Magnus is going to look at the elevator and say, that is not up to code.
Venn, you are the high roll with 16. You've seen that look before, too. Regret would be the expression, the emotion you'd attach to that, and not a small amount of fear. You've seen it many times on the people who believed that they were haunted, whether that was true or not. But you've seen that look several times. It's definite fear there.
Venn, noticing this, will approach her gently, and she's not trying to sneak up on question or anything. She approaches her gently and holds out her hand, and she says, question. Is that right? I'm afraid I didn't get to properly introduce myself earlier.
Yes, oh, it's you. Hello. Hello again. Excuse me.
She takes a long pull off of her tankard and says,
Sit down, sit down.
All right. Venn will sit and make room for another one or two of her companions to sit as well if they want. And she says, is everything all right?
Oh, yes, everything's just fine. Why do you ask?
You just seem a little wary. I wanted to make sure there wasn't anything we could do for you to make you feel more at ease.
Oh, well, I was just thinking about the other members of my expedition. They were... I was just thinking about how I didn't really fit in with their expertise. They're the excitement types, and I'm more of the scholarly, so...
Excitement types? You mean people that fight?
Yes, members of the Cobalt Soul, able to keep themselves safe in a battle. I hope.
They went to Betrayer's Rise to battle, then.
Maybe investigate?
Well, we were heading that way, yes. I was terrified of going in. After we entered the temple, those voices calling to me. I got so scared, I almost ran away and started screaming right then and there. But I managed to keep myself straight on the arrow and say, and just instead I feigned an illness and I returned to town after promising to make the next trip. That was hours ago. I haven't seen them since. But I'm sure they're fine. I'm sure they're fine.
Well, Venn is a regular expert at voices, so...
Yes, I know a thing or two. What did they say to you? The voices.
Oh, they were dark voices. Voices that seemed like wanting to hunt us and catch us, and it sounded like the voices didn't sound all of that. They were hissing and speaking to us in each into our native languages, and I'm sorry I didn't stay much longer after that.
It's very intriguing.
It's frightening is what it is, and...
What language?
Oh, well, I heard it in common, and another one heard it in infernal language, which I found strange, and another in Aquan.
Very strange.
Yes, I thought it strange too, and that is when I excused myself to leave them there.
She gets this faraway look in her face when she says that part.
What was your goal going into Betrayer's Rise? Anything that would have put them in harm?
Study. We were trying to understand the phenomenons of the mythic resonance. My comrades and I, they didn't really feel the whole thing, but I do, in the history of surrounding the Betrayer's Rise, and we were here to research that sort of thing and understand exactly what it meant to have these kinds of stories and the feelings that they engender. But I couldn't go inside. I couldn't be part of it.
That's okay. It's understandable.
It's like the ancient battles of the Calamity are still down there. It was too much. You think they're all right, aren't they? I mean, they're powerful. They're good fighters.
I'm sure they've just found some very interesting runes to inspect or something of the like.
Yes, that must be it.
Did they plan on being in there for less than a day? Or are they planning on staying?
Well, as soon as it got dark and we were supposed to come back out, that was yesterday. Maybe you're right, though. Maybe they found something that kept them longer and just decided to camp inside the Betrayer's Rise. That's what you adventurers do, right? You camp in dangerous places.
I mean, if we must. Do you know what they were after? They just purely going in there to check it out. And that's it.
No, yes, it's a curious phenomenon that we were interested in, and well, I just wanted to see what was there for the most part, to see how it feeds into my theory about the cyclical nature of history, the mythic resonance.
Hey, insight checker.
Yeah, go ahead.
She's lying about why they went, or just they went in for a different reason.
She believes that's why they went.
Okay.
Yes, you mentioned the mythic resonance. Is that referring to something specific?
Oh, yes, acts of monumental courage leave an impression on the world that lingers on after all memory of deeds is faded. There's magic in history and stories. Magic that is honestly still with us to this day. Gods linger on in such stories, and I believed those resonances were strongest here, and strongest in the Betrayer's Rise, but when it came to it, I couldn't bear it.
Perhaps you have some sort of more powerful connection to this resonance.
Me? Oh no, I don't believe that. I'm just a humble researcher, but you...
As she now, as I recall, did you guys end up showing her the Jewel of Three Prayers or no? I can't remember.
Specifically, no. I tried to hide it.
Okay.
Oh, we told her about it, though.
We didn't tell her we had it.
She told you because she has a rough drawing of the more elaborate version of the jewel.
Right, okay.
Right.
It's not for people like me to find such things. I mean, if I'm going to wilt in the face of such terror, then I have no business being part of this. They should have stuck to my books.
We're going there tomorrow so you can go look for your friends.
You are?
Yeah.
Are you interested in such things as well? Are you researchers, or perhaps you were hired by another group, maybe another faction?
I'm just the muscle. The questions are for everyone else.
Magnus is the research type. I'm more or less intrigued about these voices that you hear down there.
Yeah, I was gonna clock and ask if you were excited.
Yeah, Venn is interested.
Do you know anything about crystals there?
Crystals? I'm afraid I don't know about such things. I know that there was someone asking around about that, looking for ways to get into the temple. Some red-robed woman. I haven't had much to speak about her, though. I remember her mentioning something about crystals.
Yes. I was just kind of curious about those types of things. But if you know nothing about that, how about do we have something, find your friends there for us to show them that we're with you or we know you?
Oh, maybe. A moment.
And she scribbles out a note on her in her sketchbook, and she signs it and stamps it with a Cobalt Soul stamp, and then hands it to you.
If you find my friends, show this to them. They will know that I sent you, and if you find them, do send them out and send them back to safety.
We'll see what we can do. Unfortunately, I can't give any promises. You know how crazy that place is, but we can certainly try.
I thank you. It's kind of you.
I whisper I promise to her as close as I can.
Okay.
Oh, you're very kind.
She leans over to Venn, though, and she, grabs a hold of her hand, and she whispers, back to Venn,
I don't think that you actually want to hear those voices. They were scary.
Well, me and my friends here can be scary too.
I hope so. For your sake.
You've been very helpful, Question. I hope that you get a restful night's sleep.
Yes, sleep. That's a good idea.
She downs the rest of her ale, leaves a couple of coppers on the table, and
Good night.
she wanders back downstairs and takes the elevator down with a haunted expression on her face.
Surprisingly, that was a better conversation than last time. I know she was sad, but I mean, it was way better and less crazy, more coherent.
She's an interesting one, that's for sure.
She is questionable. Nah, come on.
I'm going to sleep.
Kitty kills Magnus.
And as the night closes in, you guys prepare your long rest and prepare yourselves for the next day's adventure.
Gonna go ahead and make another roll on my bardic table for the morning.
As you guys are resting, you consider your benefactor that is apparently going to meet you tomorrow. She never has mentioned that she was a member of the consortium. That never occurred. You got that information from Prolix. And the reason that she decided not to mention that to you, that's strange indeed. At least that's kind of how I remember playing it out. The Prolix is the one that mentioned who the consortium is, and Aloysia kind of kept that to herself, it seems. Something you guys consider as you drift off to sleep.
Yeah, I kind of just agreed to it because my rational... She wasn't going to leave us alone, and it's better to know what she's up to than to, like, just walk away and be like, no. Like,
Yeah. Let's just leave that door a little bit more open so we get a little bit more information about it.
yeah.
I think we're in the good spot.
Off to the Betrayer's Rise the next day, friends? Anything else you want to do in Batsazan?
I can't remember, did the warden, the guy head of the barracks, he wanted us to go up there too, right? For some reason?
Good question. Let's catch up with that.
He gave us some sort of like pass or something to get.
Yeah,
by the
he
guards.
gave us
That's what it was.
permission to go because we told him we wanted to.
Gotcha.
Oh, it wasn't. Baron Thelis, the task hand, mentioned to you guys that the expedition to the Library of the Cobalt Soul is currently the Betrayer's Rise with an Aurora Watch escort, researching battles of the Calamity that took place within its halls. So that's why they're there. An agent of the foreign organization calling itself the Consortium of the Vermilion Dream is staying in Batsazan. This agent, an elf named Aloysia, has been reprimanded for trying to bribe Aurora Watch soldiers to protect her while she searches for an ancient holy site she claims is within Betrayer's Rise. An archaeologist named Prolix from the Allegiance of Insight and Ankarl recently arrived in Batsazan. He's ostensibly assisting Aurora Watch Arcanists, who are researching ways to seal the rift within the Betrayer's Rise. Varen suspects the archaeologist has other motives because he was seen earlier in the day lurking around the crematorium.
Basically, we had no choice but to go to Betrayer's Rise at some point.
Right. Should we let the other group know, or should we just, just go?
Be best to give them a little space.
No, I would go find them.
All right.
Yeah, I think that we should tell them where we're going and that we plan to come back.
Maybe we can go check on AO at the infirmary.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea, and show that we don't hate them, most of them.
Don't hate anybody.
Kind of. Okay.
People might hate me. That's fine. I'm used to that.
I think Kitty would consider. Kitty very politely would ask to go by herself because me and Rook are on good terms with everybody still. And that's just a neutral, hey, we're heading out type thing, you know what I mean? Because you slapped somebody and you got into a huge fight, and Kitty doesn't want to deal with it. So she has to go by herself at least.
Yeah, all right.
Makes sense.
Venn
to me.
is fine with that. Ven's fine with that.
Before you go, Vigilant Blessing. There you go. For Kitty.
Okay.
All right.
And so Kitty will go over to the infirmary by herself.
Yeah, maybe we'll just wait, on the road or something.
Yeah, just on the way. Maybe go to the spikes.
Okay. Let me do some cleanup here. So I get everybody kind of intact. So the rest of you are waiting elsewhere as Kitty heads back to the infirmary. Okay. Kitty. As you arrive at the infirmary, there is there's a few less patients there, really. Mostly probably been healed up by, what's her name? Baltha Deer. But she does see you, kind of wander in, and she approaches you as you step inside, and she says, "Well, don't be shy. Come in. Are you injured?"
No, I wanted to... Is AO still here?
Oh, the water genasi. No, her and her friends left this morning. Something about an important job.
Oh. Do you know anything about it?
I don't know. They received a letter of some kind. Ao opened it. She's on the mend. She's doing much better, responded well to the healing spells. And apparently she read the note and got very confused by it, and then sort of bolted upright and said to her friends that we needed to go. And I cautioned her that she needed to stay off that leg a little bit longer, but she insisted. And her friends gathered everything up, and the little one, Dermot, I believe, little goblin, he said he would keep a watch on Ao, and I had no reason to hold her any longer.
Oh. Well, thank you for all your help. They're my friends, too.
Oh, good. Well,
And Kitty's like holding a piece of paper, which is like she made a card for Ao, and she's like trying to figure out how she feels about the situation that she was going to say goodbye and they left her. So she's like, it's kind of like a sad robot moment.
Are you all right? Says Balfa.
Yeah, I'm not hurt at all, but, yeah. I just think you do a really good job.
Oh, well, thank you. I do my best. There's a lot to deal with here. It's tough sometimes, but thank you for saying something. It's a pretty thankless task at times.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I have to go. If you happen to see them, can you tell them that Kitty was looking for them?
Well, do you have like a note or something you'd like to leave, or?
Oh yeah, I can write a note.
Okay.
And she gets out a piece of paper and paints like it's like big kid-like letters. Miss you, see you soon, love, Kitty. Like a heart though. Like gives it to her.
It's like, thank you for your help for me today. You didn't have to do that.
It's quite all right. Maybe come back later, and maybe your friends will still be here. If they lost something or forgotten something, and they seem like the adventurer types, and adventurers, well, they end up at infirmaries a lot.
Oh, that's true. I get hurt all the time, but then, like, the Raven Queen takes care of me.
Oh, well then you have a very powerful friend indeed, I think.
Mm-hmm. But I guess we shouldn't be talking about the Raven Queen around everyone here. So I think I'm gonna go.
Right. Well, stop by back again if you just wanted to hang out, and it's always nice to chat.
Okay, it was nice to meet you better than yesterday.
Yes,
Have a
you
good
too.
one.
Goodbye.
And with that, she returns back to her patients and gives you a little tap on the shoulder and to say farewell and lets you go.
Kitty's trying to be like normal, but she's very her feelings are hurt, and she goes back to the group.
Then let's reconvene the party here and put you.
Oh, and she tells everybody that they had left.
Okay, we can play that out. When Kitty arrives back at the central tower, there is a sort of, shall we say, like a sagging of the shoulders, say of the Warforged. Maybe the bow is a bit askew, perhaps. But all of you sense that something is off with your Warforged companion.
What happened, Kitty? Are you okay?
They left and they didn't say goodbye, and I don't know why.
Perhaps it was something urgent and they didn't have the time.
Maybe still in town, maybe.
No, they left. They got a note, and then they took off, and Ao jumped out of bed.
Oh. Well, I guess she must have healed. That's good to hear, at least.
Oh yeah, she healed. I'm sorry, I should have started with that.
No. Clearly there's something on your mind. I am sorry that hurt you.
It's okay. I can't get hurt that much, so...
She's just like brushing off like that. She's like deeply hurt, and she's just pretending she's not, kind of type thing.
Magnus fully recognizes this. That's something he does too a lot.
So, I think we can just go.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, alright. It's gonna be alright.
But I'm sure our paths will collide with them again, and they'll explain why they didn't say goodbye to you.
They're on the cover art, so no. Actually, it turns out no. That's it. You never see him again.
Way too much.
Damn.
No, they'll clearly reappear. Meta. All right, off to the Betrayer's Rise we go. Okay.
I really did, like, in my head, I was gonna leave a card with A. So just so everyone knows, I didn't make up that part in the last moment to be sad. It's literally what would have happened. Like,
Aw.
No. Kitty's so nice.
also, if you guys all decide to play, like, I need to be in the loop of what the theme of our characters are for the next game because I'm always off.
Well,
Like, y'all play edgelords this time after the last adventure. Like, I'm not in the loop.
look, my guy is just a sad past. He's not trying to be like super dark or scary.
We have a cleric of the death goddess, and you are way darker.
I think I have played one character in Syker's games that wasn't an edgelord, and it was Enren. So
Yeah,
It was a bit goofy on Saltmarsh, wasn't it?
it's
I
just,
did.
I'm
I
just
really
like,
did like Elkir, like a lot.
like I thought I was playing a fun character, and then
You're
y'all
playing
went nuts. So I definitely went straight man, like, because nothing ever would have gotten done.
It's endearing. She's sweet.
So I created a monster robot person, and everyone else is like, this time we're the edgelords.
no, I love Kitty. She's the light of the party.
No, I love her as a character. It's just I'm so off theme in every single time
Oh.
we play.
I'm gonna be real. I really love this juxtaposition between Kitty and the interactions between the two. It's actually refreshing. So, I think it's good. And Magnus fully thinks Kitty as like a child that he needs to look after. So it's like that.
It's ironic because like almost every barbarian I've like run into, like on Frost Maiden, it's almost the same thing. Like there's one of the players is like the gentle giant, the Andre the Giant kind of like nice guy, turtle barbarian guy, and he's a Path of the Giants as well. So he's
like
he's a big sweetie the whole time. Just want to get some peanuts. That's all I want. It's Frost Maiden's a good time. And this is too. But anyway, let's get back to it. All right. So let's talk about where you guys are now. A steep, winding staircase, wide enough for four of you to walk abreast, leads to a large gate built into the facade of the Betrayer's Rise. The Betrayer's Rise is both ominous and beautiful. Its black walls are carved with intricate reliefs, many of them depicting scenes of torture. Lifelike grotesques of leering demons perch high up above, peering down at you with contempt. An immense double door forms the entrance. The gate is made of onyx, inlaid with copper and silver. Guards of the Aurora Watch stand between you and the demonic fortress. What would you guys like to do?
Was Aloysia gonna meet us here, or?
Roll perception.
Everybody or just Rook?
Just Rook for now. Let's do that.
Okay.
Rook, you get advantage? Or
Yes,
no?
I got the eagle eyes.
With a 25, as you scan the area with the eagle-eyed goggles that you collected, Aloysia is nowhere to be seen.
Alright, I'm sure that's fine.
Yeah, I'll tell the party. So she's not here.
I don't know. I suppose that's what you
these-
get for being vague.
Yeah. Are these guys reacting to us at all at the gates?
They are watching you. They're wondering what it is that you're... They're kind of just studying you for the most part. They don't really seem to be reacting to you at the moment, but they are kind of just, really just keeping their eyes on you for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Well, maybe they've seen her. Should we go ask them? We have that permission, right, from Task Hand?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think we should just go talk to them.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
As you get closer, the Aurora Watch lower their halberds and go, "Halt!"
Yeah, we got permission. From... What's his name?
Task
Where's
Hand,
Task
Baron
Hand?
Thalos.
Yeah.
It's the 10th time I've heard that today. I don't suppose you have some proof, do you?
We do, and Venn will present the paperwork.
Let me see that. He has a look at it, looks it over. Alright, everything appears to be enough. Look out! And with that, the door is suddenly burst open, knocking back the Aurora Watch veterans. Coming ripping out of the door are a pair of creatures. As the door is thrown open.
Honestly, was not expecting that to happen. Good job. Like,
As the door is thrown open, shouting erupts from the soldiers as the colossal doors fly open. Two shadowy winged creatures burst through the opening and immediately take flight and screech as they dive toward you, their ebon talons extended. A pair of gloom stalkers have taken the field. Roll initiative.
Oh boy.
They're so cool. I like them.
They are really cool looking. Big 20?
I think I know, but is this the thing I was writing?
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't remember.
Yeah,
It's been a minute.
it was.
Oh, do I have advantage?
Advantage, yeah.
That lasts until Kitty rolls initiative, right?
Yep.
16.
11.
Okay, Rook. As the Gloomstalkers rip free from the doors, they are challenging the Aurora Watch veterans and, of course, taking umbrage with your party approaching the thing. But you are faster on the draw as the Matron of Ravens flows through your body, speeding your movements. Your turn.
Are they, like, near the ground?
The Gloomstalkers, yes, they will start their turn on the ground.
15 there, and I'm gonna Booming Blade that one.
All right. You draw your weapon and attack. 22 is a hit with the booming blade. Roll damage, please. Alright, dealing 10 damage to the creature, checking resistances and the like. Okay, damage dealt, and let's get a marker on here for Rook, and there is, that green dot is our booming blade marker. Back to you. Back to you, Rook. Anything?
Sorry, I'm having mic problems. That's it for me.
Okay, give us a narrative then, please, Luke.
So you just, as the things burst through the door, you see Rook unsheath his sword, and you see this kind of like just black energy come with it, and he just runs in and stabs one, and it starts to like vibrate.
Alright. And as the black energy warps through the creature, you guys hear the cawing of ravens somewhere in the far distance. But then, your turn.
Alright. Venn is going to cast a spray of cards. 15-foot cone, and the Gloomstalkers have to make a dex saves.
Okay, coming up to dex save for our Gloomstalkers. How about a 14 and an 11 for our Gloomstalkers?
Both are fails. DC is 15.
Okay.
Alright.
And
They take...
yep.
So 6 force damage, just bad roll.
And they suffer the blinded condition until the end of its next turn. Back to you, Venn.
All right. With that, she's gonna go over here to the side of the gate, to the right side of the gate, and that's gonna be all for her.
Okay. So that takes us then to the Aurora Watch veteran, unless you have some extra narrative, Katie.
Nope, not really. She just, these Gloomstalkers burst out the door in front of her, and she holds out her deck of cards, and the spectral cards fly and blind the creatures, and she steps aside.
All right. With that takes us to the Aurora Watch veteran, who gets scrambles towards the Gloomstalker. Hold the back! Hold the back! And he draws his long sword and begins trying to plunge it into the body of the Gloomstalker. Makes 3 attacks, 2 long sword, 1-handeds, and 1 short sword. So he gets advantage on these with a blinded condition. 16, 23, and 24, all hits on the Gloomstalker, dealing 6, 10, and 5 respectively. And with that, as the Aurora Watch veterans jump into the fray, that takes us to Kitty. Your turn.
Okay, I am going to go into battle mode. Just a second.
Activate battle mode.
You hear battle mode yellow, and all of Kitty's lights turn yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Slot opens out on her chest, and it's like Iron Man's, heart thingy. The uni beam, is that? No, that's
The
something else.
arc reactor with the unibeam.
Yeah, that thing. And the music is like brand new generic rock ballad. Beam of light shoots out from me. A creature that I can see. Let's do this one.
On the
Needs
left.
to
Okay.
do. It's gonna do a Constitution save.
And how about a critical failure?
Okay, so it is. It is really blinded,
It's very
and
blunt.
Super blind.
that is 6
Girl.
damage radiant.
Nice.
Oh, 6 damage radiant, you say. The Gloomstalker takes additional damage from your thing. Creature is vulnerable to radiant. 12 damage.
So I had the right color.
Yes, you did.
And now it's time to get to business.
Business.
She is going to take out the battle axe,
All right.
and she's going to chop at this one.
All right.
They're blinded, so I have advantage without reckless, right?
Yes, you do. Hey, Brian, how bad is business?
Business is bad. Business is bad. Oh, that hurt.
Sorry.
It's
Oh,
fine.
sorry. I rolled damage instead of attack, sorry.
That's okay. Take your time. No rush.
You looking to expand your business?
Get to expand your business.
Alright, that is a 20 to hit.
Absolutely. Let's have some hot damage, please.
So that is 10 damage to that one, and I'm going to use the topple feature, which I now have for the battle axe.
Mhm.
So needs to roll a Constitution saving throw. The DC is shoot.
How about
15.
21?
Alan, are you missing rage damage on that?
I think you are.
Yeah, so rage damage is still just 2 if you don't mind adding that on there.
No, I don't mind. So that's grand total 12 to you, it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay, 12 from you. As you chop into the Gloomstalker. Back to you.
And then I get a second attack.
You sure
so
do.
I'll try the same thing.
More advantage.
That's 27 to hit.
Absolutely.
So that's 13 damage. And I will try to topple it again.
All right. Creature is sent into bloodied state with that chopping below, and let's try that con save, is what I heard.
Yep.
How about a 4? Creature is knocked prone. Thwacko. Down it goes.
Okay. And so basically, Kitty, playing like old 60s music, shoots that one in the face, and then brings the axe down and just like hacks into it and knocks it off of its like teeny tiny feet.
The blows like stagger the Gloomstalker as the radiant damage leaves scorch marks in its shadowy body, rending the creature and knocking it to the ground as it's flailing around trying to get its footing. As we go to Magnus, your turn.
Magnus is going to go ahead and deploy the turret.
Deploying.
It'll be on his person, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Got it.
go ahead and shoot a protective wave.
All right.
So everybody gets 8 temp HP.
Within how many feet?
10 feet of me.
10 feet. Brian. Okay.
So the soldier, Rook, Kitty, and me.
Okay.
Let's see here. And I'm going to back the F up.
Mm-hmm. Backing the F up.
Back that ass up.
That's what I heard too.
And that is. Alright. And then,
Like his old man butt scuttles as he twerks away.
Just does the side crab walk.
Magnus twerks off
35.
stage.
What the hell? Alright.
35.
Jesus
Kitty
Christ.
becomes more asexual.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna go now. Alright. I'm gonna. Let's see, that one's prone. I'm gonna get disadvantage on that attack. I'll shoot the other
well,
one.
it's also blinded, so it'd be obviated.
Oh, yeah. Then I'll take a shot at that guy then.
Okay.
With my fire shot.
All right. Arcane firearm still a thing around here, I think. 27. I'm pretty sure is a hit on the creature. Roll damage. And God, 20 damage. 20 damage. Get in. All right. A savage blast of the Gloomstalker. Back to you, Magnus.
All right. I think that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Any extra narrative, Brian, or are you too sick?
No, I just start backing up, and then when I get to my position, I'll thrust the shield out, aim, and just fire, and then it just clips the side of its face pretty bad, scarring it.
A blast of searing hot fire smashes into the Gloomstalker. It's raising these sort of like blackened marks across its face. The stench is pretty horrific. But it's over to the Gloomstalker's turn itself, who gets up from prone. And from there, the creature will emit a shriek. The creature shrieks outward, and you all are trying to cover your ears as you make a Constitution saving throw.
Is that the whole map, or is there a distance?
60 feet.
I think I'm pretty sure I'm in there.
Oh yeah. Kitty, you fail. Rook, you fail.
I'm gonna burn my inspiration.
Me
Burn
too.
it. Burn it. Venn, you succeed. Magnus, you fail. Rook, you
Roll
definitely
worse.
fail.
Yep.
And Kitty, you succeed. So I think the whole party fail. No, Venn and Kitty succeed. Rook and Magnus fail.
Magnus rolled again, I think.
Yeah, I got a 13.
13 is sufficient, so it's just
Okay.
Rook then. The Aurora Watch veterans will also need to roll. Let me get con saves for them. One succeeds on the left, and the other fails. The paralyzed condition is applied.
What's kind of funny is that Rook's the one with like ear protectors.
With the helmet.
Yeah. So I guess it just rings in your helmet harder.
Marking a yellow dot to show recharge function, but the Gloomstalker's shriek rips into your very soul. Like the Rook, as you're like trying to clutch your ears to withstand it, it just basically reaches into your very being and plucks at your spirit. Your limbs seize up, your muscles become unresponsive, and you start to basically just kind of just hold your position as best you can as you become paralyzed. Nearby, Venn, you see one of the Aurora Watch veterans, the same thing. His body seizes up and he's unable to move. And it is until the end of the each enemy until the end of Rook's next turn is when this clears up.
Okay.
All right. Now, as for the spray of cards, when does their blinded condition go away? End of their turn or yours?
End of their turn.
Okay, that's the end of the Gloomstalker's turn, as he's no longer blinded. The other Aurora Watch veteran will step in with Rook and attack 3 times, multi-attack, 2 long swords, and a short sword. No longer blinded, the creature, the guy has to roll basically at straight rolls. The Gloomstalker is able to parry the blades of the Aurora Watch veteran until finally he sneaks in a quick stab with a short sword, dealing 8 piercing. The Gloomstalker on the left is now badly wounded, blood spraying from multiple wounds, from axe wounds and sword wounds, as the creature is starting to lose its ability to stay upright. But that then takes us to the next Gloomstalker. Here, will attempt to attack the Aurora Watch veteran to the south. Alright, so the Gloomstalker will multi-attack using 1 bite and 1 claw. Okay, 19 and 27 on the attacks, both of which are hits on the Aurora Watch veteran. Luke, can you help me out here? 29 times 2
Is 58.
Okay, 58. That is enough to kill the Aurora Watch member on the first bite, as its bite just chomps and takes the head of the Aurora Watch soldier right off. Just a quick chop. It's then the Gloomstalker turns its attentions to Kitty with the claw attack, with a disadvantage that is a 27 to hit Kitty.
Yep.
Dealing 14 slashing and 12 necrotic damage.
Okay, so 7,
19
12,
total.
19 minus the 8 from the temps. So 11.
11. A quick slashing as the blood spray comes up from the Aurora Watch veteran, and the Gloomstalker simply lashes out with the other claw and rakes it across Kitty's chassis. There's a few rents left in the armor, but otherwise, Kitty, you are intact. That's the end of the Gloomstalker's turn. It is no longer blinded from spray of cards. Rook, top the initiative. You are paralyzed. Your turn comes and goes, and at the end of your roll, you may attempt another Constitution saving throw. Oh no, wait! You're just you just stop being paralyzed. I'm sorry.
Just stop being paralyzed. Okay.
Never mind. You stop being paralyzed, and your limbs regain function as we go to Venn. Your turn.
The booming blade energy goes away.
Yes. Thank you.
Let's just, for now, we're gonna keep it simple and do a ray of actually, hang on.
Not to interrupt your thought, the one that I shot with the ray should still be blinded.
Oh, is it?
It's till the end of my turn.
Okay, so that was the left-hand one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Double
Got it.
blinded.
Yeah.
So blinded. Stacking effects.
I thought I knew what I wanted to do, but I was wrong.
He was wrong.
Yeah. Let's do a dissonant whispers instead. And I will do that on the bloodied one over here on the left.
Okay.
So I need a wisdom save.
Okay, and wisdom save from that creature over there. And how about a 14?
Fail.
Fail.
So he takes 13 psychic and must use its reaction, if available, to move as far away from me as it can using the safest route.
Well, then, unfortunately, you can't get reactions if you're dead. A crushing dissonant whispers destroys the mind of the Gloomstalker as it collapses to the ground, its mind a broken shell. Back to you.
Good. Alright. I'm gonna go back here behind this wall and hope the other one does not hunt me down. That is all.
And then hides.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Kitty. Brings thunder.
Start with the ray, because if I blind it, cool. So I'm going to shoot my ray at it. Constitution saving throw.
This is a bonus action to you, and con save coming up. How about an 18 for the Gloomstalker?
That'll save.
All right.
So I'm going to use the battle axe to trying to keep it toppled.
Achoo.
Because we didn't want to let it escape is what I heard, and no one's corrected me.
Sure.
So, here we go. Oh, I'm going to go reckless, because...
Reckless. Okay. Reckless attack for our barbarian.
That's a natural 20.
Sure is.
So we're going to do... So that is 17 damage, and I would like to topple.
All right, and that is, one more time, a con save to me, and here we go. How about a hot 12 for the Gloomstalker, which is a failure,
Okay.
I think.
Yep.
Down he goes, toppled once again, or toppled this time.
And I can, like... The first time I've asked this question, because I've never played a melee character with you. I can
Sure.
switch weapons once for free, right?
Yes, so you may
Okay.
at my tables you may switch a weapon system one time for free.
Okay, then we're going to switch to the Great Sword.
Mhm.
And here we go. That's another natural 20.
Yeah, and,
Hit him.
Like,
yeah,
That-
and
Oh,
and that is a 26 to damage.
good lord.
Uh,
Bloodied state, back to you.
and that'll be all, folk. Oh wait, no, I crit. Oh shit, I used my bonus action. Shoot. Great weapon master could have gotten another swing, but no
Misses.
worries. I'm having
Okay.
fun.
Good. Then kindly give us a narrative of your critical hits.
Basically, I don't know. The chest laser goes wide. I don't know how to. Like, it seems like I'm awfully close to miss.
The creature ducks out of the way, or like it deflects it with a wing or something.
Okay, yeah, it ducks down beneath me, and that just gives me an opportunity to chop into the neck. So I go whap and like knock its tiny feet out from under it with the battle axe, breaking skull, and then switch the axe out for the for Clippy, my great sword, and chop down again. And as usual, Kitty is covered in blood.
Sure.
But it was pretty. Yeah, I think that's the most damage I've done this campaign. So.
Blood. So much blood. Okay. All right. The axe and greatsword do their grisly work. The Gloomstalker is spraying blood at this point and savagely knocked to the ground, losing vital fluids as we go to Magnus. Your turn.
Hey.
Thank you, Brian.
You're welcome. I'm over over here as fast as I can. It's not going to do anything yet, so I'm going to go ahead and take. I'm going to do a Force Ballista and a Firebolt.
These will be a disadvantage for.
Yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. Yeah.
25 is a hit on the Gloomstalker with the Firebolt. Roll damage. Okay, 9 damage to the Gloomstalker. And once again, let's see some more. Force Ballista engages with a 15 at the Gloomstalker, which is a hit. Roll damage.
Let's go. 9 out of 9.
9 force. Not enough to slay the beast, unfortunately, but it is crippled and wounded at this point. More blasts into the creature with fire and force. Anything else, Magnus?
Nope, he's just basically strafing, and like the shoulder cannon adjusts as he's firing as well at the same time. Just smashing the guy.
All right.
That's it.
And with that, the Aurora Watch veteran rushes up, taking advantage of the downed creature, and with one sweep of the longsword, the Aurora Watch member finishes off the Gloomstalker. With that, he rushes over to attend to the aid of his comrade, and gets over the fallen corpse, the now headless corpse of the Aurora Watch member, but that ends the combat.
Oh boy. Can't regrow that.
You certainly cannot. And what else you can't regrow is time, because it's time for a break. With the Gloomstalkers defeated and their wretched bodies now lying in piles of blood before you, the Aurora Watch veteran is tending to the wounds of his compatriot who lies dead, missing a head. But as he sort of like grimly looks down and realizes that there's no saving his comrade, he turns back to you and says, "How did you do that?"
Do what?
Beat the demons. It takes so much effort to stop them.
We've had practice.
See.
Hence why the Taskmaster thought it fitting we come here.
Right. Well,
he signals to a few groups of members of the Aurora Watch that were too far away from the combat, and he says,
if the task hand has trusted you to go inside, then far be it from me to stop you. But I'm going to close the doors once you go inside. I don't want any more of those things getting out. Do you understand?
And if we need out, what is the signal for that?
I think the screaming will probably do it. But no, just push the doors open. We'll know it's you.
All
right. Thank you, and I'm sorry about your associate.
Yes, if you just knock in any fashion, that's a lot more than the demons give us typically.
All right. But with that, the Aurora Watch veteran tends to his comrade as a few more veterans come by to collect the body. And watch with a sort of like, but as you guys are heading in, the veteran himself kind of watches you with this sort of odd reverence.
Before we go in, can we ask him who else came today?
Who else came today?
He said a bunch of people had come and tried to get in.
Not today. No, not today. And we turn away most petitioners, unless they're working with the Cobalt Soul, of course. But that was at least that was a couple days ago. We haven't heard from them since.
It's another thing we're here to look into.
And gods be with you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Do we want to try to find Eloisa, or we just want to go in?
Ben's going in.
I think
Yes,
if
let's go.
she isn't here to meet us, I think we'll just go in.
Or
We might already be in, we don't know.
Or she's
Sure,
sneaking in invisible or something.
yeah.
Alright, bear with me a moment.
I have a theory that she's with the other group.
What makes you think that?
That's just my theory, and I wanted to voice it.
Oh, with the rivals.
Could very well be. They did get a note.
And that's again Alan theory, because Kitty would not have thought of that.
Sure. No, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I was also thinking that they were hired by one of the same people that asked us to come here.
Right.
Well, let's talk about the entrance as you guys step inside. As you guys enter in to the Betrayer's Rise first room, and the Aurora Watch seal the doors behind you and seal it tight this time. There's an ominous sort of clanking that keeps you guys inside and perhaps the demons from escaping. There's a little bit of damage that Kitty has suffered. It's starting to get a little bit tight and claustrophobic in here, and you wonder what other horrors await you ahead. You stand on a blood-stained bridge that extends over a chasm below of swirling silver mist. Now, for some reason, they've elected to hide that for some reason, but I don't know why. But anyway, yes. On the other side of this railing here, you guys see, this sort of like swirling silver mist, and beneath that, it's a sort of like obscures any vision on its way down. But you get the impression that whatever is beneath you is deep. On the far side of the bridge is a closed double door of black stone, inscribed with a circle containing the profile of a smiling woman. The symbol is gouged with deep marks, as if something with claws has tried, but failed, to scour it from the stone. The double door is radiating a faint crimson light. The light slowly pulses, as if beckoning you to touch it. And Kitty, on your chest, the Jewel of Three Prayers is growing warm to the touch, and is pulsing light in sync with the glowing door.
Venn?
Yes.
Look at the stone.
I'm gonna. Can I? I don't trust it. Well, first, I'm gonna throw on Armor of Agathis, just for a little extra insurance. Can I analyze the stone from there, or must I get closer?
When you say the stone,
Do I?
when you say the stone, what do you mean?
The jewel.
The one that Kitty pointed out.
On the door or on the Jewel of Three Prayers?
Which one were you pointing out? The jewel that you're holding?
Yeah.
Well, I think that she's gonna look at the door first, and then the jewel. She'll ask Kitty to bring it closer, actually. She'll say, Kitty, can you bring the jewel closer? And then she will like hold it up, or ask Kitty to hold it up and see if there's any stronger reaction now that they're closer to the door.
I'll hold it up near the door.
There's no further reaction other than that. The jewel is simply glowing in time with the doors glowing. So it pulses, and at the same time, the Jewel of Three Prayers is also pulsing.
Okay, and I see that the hallway kind of branches off here.
That is true.
Are there any, what is the floor made of? Sorry.
The floor is, good question. The floor itself is black stone. Unless otherwise noted, all surfaces in the Betrayer's Rise are made of smooth, shiny black stone.
Alright. Are there any kind of, blood trails or anything obvious on the stone?
Yes,
floor?
the stone itself is coated in blood.
Okay, but nothing, obviously indicating that anybody has gone a specific way recently?
No,
Okay.
It's otherwise just blood stained from presumably decades of failed excursions into the dungeon itself.
Okay. Alright, well, we knew that the Jewel of Three Prayers was connected to this place somehow. I say we use it to grant ourselves entry. What say you guys?
Seems sensible.
We should prepare ourselves. And Rook's gonna say a quick prayer over Kitty and give you another vigilant blessing.
Alright, Kitty, see if you can use the jewel as a key of sorts to open this door. Or just try pushing on it. Sometimes that works.
Does the door have a handle?
It does not.
Okay, I'll push on the door.
As you do, with the most gentlest touch, the door swings open. The light from the jewel fades, as does the light on the door.
Do you think this normally wouldn't open?
That's what I'm wondering.
Can I look for traps?
Sure. Give me a perception roll, please.
Advantage. 21.
With a 21. In the path ahead, you see that the walls of the hallway ahead are covered with carvings that depict a great battle involving mortals, celestials, and fiends. There's also a faint whistling noise emerging from the walls ahead, sounding almost like snoring.
Okay, I will whisper that to the party.
As for traps, you do not see anything. Otherwise you do not see anything that would resemble a trap or anything.
Okay. I will just say, be cautious. Stay at the ready. There's something ahead.
All right.
Is the floor on the other side of the door less blood covered?
I'm going to say yes. It is less blood covered, as if many people probably don't make it past here, but that doesn't mean it's absent of blood.
Right. All right. Let us continue on carefully.
As the last of you steps into the chamber, Magnus, everyone hold your positions. The door slams closed behind you. There is now a red light coming from the door itself, and the red light now matches that of the jewel of 3 players.
Right. Yeah, that's not ominous.
I'm guessing we won't be getting back out that way.
Can I take a look at the carvings and see if I can do maybe a religion or arcana?
History check, please.
You got it, my guy.
With a 12, you do not see, you don't really understand it here. The wall carvings are depicting battle scenes, but you're not sure of their significance.
Interesting. I don't get it.
Kitty, as you proceed forward, you enter into an empty chamber that appears to be empty, except for a skull-shaped vase on a small semicircular table, resting against the back wall of an alcove on the north wall. 6 narrower alcoves line the east and western walls. The northeast alcove, over here, seems to have once been a hallway, but it has caved in. And as you guys are considering the situation at hand, Venn, as you are kind of like nearby from you're hearing the snoring sound continuing to come from the walls, right? And as you're close by, you realize that the walls themselves have scores of 1-inch diameter holes drilled into them. As you guys are moving forward into the tunnels themselves, there is a sudden sound of sloshing, as if a thick mud is being poured through the holes themselves. And finally, what you guys see as you see like eyeballs, teeth, and liquid flesh beginning to ooze from the holes and pouring onto the floor. And after a moment, they coalesce into horrid creatures that gibber insanely. You have run into another collection of indeed gibbering mouthers. And one of them is right behind you, Venn. Roll initiative.
Good.
Since your friend Rook had the wherewithal to see them coming, you guys are not surprised by this. So good job, Rook. But all the same, roll initiative.
I got a 17.
All right. So Venn, what's your grand total again? Sorry.
14.
14, and yours is a 2017, Kitty.
Yeah.
So once again, in an area 10 feet around the gibbering mouthers, the ground itself starts to become dough-like and becomes difficult terrain. Each creature that starts its turn in that area must succeed on a strength saving throw or have your speed reduced to 0. Also, if you start your turn within 20 feet of the mouthers, you must deal with the insane gibbering. And so, with this party started, Kitty, you start your turn within 20 feet of a gibbering mouther. Give me a wisdom saving throw, please. With a 17, you save and may take your turn normally. The wailing and babbling does not affect Kitty, but, sorry.
How far away do I have to be to avoid that?
Avoid the gibbering? 20 feet from a mouther.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I have to just go in. I'm gonna get here and chop. I'm not raging. I don't want to use them all.
Sure, fair enough.
So I'm recklessly attacking, though, with the great sword.
All right. Great sword in hand, you attack.
That's a 14.
14 is a hit on the gibbering mouther. Roll damage. The blade bites in deep, looking for 10 damage. Slice.
Second. Oh, I'm sorry. Great Weapon Master wasn't on, so it'll be 13 damage.
Adding 3 more.
Heavy Weapon Mastery, sorry.
Fair enough.
And then I'll go again.
Okay.
That's 11.
That is a miss. No, that is a hit on the gibbering mouther. I apologize.
Oh,
That's a
cool.
hit. Yeah, these things not good with the AC.
Won't do any more reckless then. Okay, so that's 17 damage.
17 damage. As the gibbering mouther is carved open by the slashing greatsword. Back to you, Kitty.
she's gonna just stay there.
Okay. Any extra narrative, Alan?
I think she's up. Like, she really doesn't like these things. These are been her greatest enemies so far.
Uh-huh.
That and not receiving a farewell note. And so she charges, kind of like knocking the rest of the party over, and just starts wailing on it.
Protective instincts kicking in, and also a hatred of these insane creatures. Kitty slashes, spraying blood and viscera, as we go to Rook, who gives me a strength saving throw and a wisdom saving throw.
21.
Okay.
Strength.
I should force you to do 2 of those, right? Because there's another one over here.
Sure.
Give me another strength saving throw. So you save against this one down here. Let's do it against this one over here. Okay, you save both of those, and then the wisdom for that one, that's a save, and the wisdom for this one is a... Give me that one. 24. You save. Okay, all done. You may take your turn normally. No difficult terrain and no gibbering.
Okay. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15 to there through Magnus. And I'm going to cast Bless.
Okay. Bless activates.
Yeah, on my 3 allies.
Okay.
Not myself.
Let's get those blessings out. You raise your holy symbol high and venerate the matron of ravens. And your allies are blessed.
So you see, kind of, Rook steps in front of Magnus with his shield, kind of ready to protect him, and the ravens fly out and each land on your shoulders, and they start kind of cawing to try to get the whispers out of your minds.
Rook, you fall under concentration for the spell.
That's it.
All right, Rook. As your allies are protected by the matron of ravens, we go to Venn. Your turn. Strength saving throw. You only give me 1 strength saving throw and 1 wisdom for the gibbering mouther within range. But actually, no, you're in 20 feet of this one too, so there is that. All right, Ben. So let's start with the strength saving throw to this one to the south. All right, that is a 14.
17 total.
17. That is a save, and now I need 2 wisdom saving throws for each mouther. Okay. And Rook's add-on is...
It'll make it a 7 total.
That'll be insufficient. And let's not bother with the second one unless you have a rebuttal, Venn. Venn? We lost
Sorry,
Venn.
no, I'm here.
And
I
rate
was
silence
muted.
rebuttal.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Inspiration spent. Let's try that 1 to the south again. 21 is a save, and now let's get the wisdom saving throws for the one over here.
Okay.
And 18. You save. Okay. With that, then... Alright, so, Venn, you may take your turn normally. No issues for you.
Okay. Let's see. I will use Dissonant Whispers on this one in front of me. Need a... here you go. Need a Wisdom save. DC 15.
Alright, and a Wisdom 15 save to our gibbering mouther. The insane creature rolls a natural 20 to save. No, doesn't, Yeah, it saves, absolutely. So let's...
Half as much damage, so...
Give me that damage.
7?
6, maybe? 7.
7.
7 damage sends the gibbering mouther into bloodied state as your dissonant whispers drive it mad. But it doesn't go away. Still there. Back to you, Venn.
I can use a bonus action to roll on the spirits table. I'm gonna use my bonus action to re-roll on the spirits table because the one I have right now is not very useful for combat. So I'm going to roll another d12 and spend another bardic inspo.
Okay.
Actually,
calling upon the cards. What do you got?
Actually,
No.
Actually, I might just give regular bardic inspo to somebody. If that's, assuming that's still a bonus action. Yep, okay. Yeah, actually, I'm just gonna give regular bardic inspo to, let's
Magnus is next.
give it to,
followed
yeah,
by
let's give it to
followed by
Kitty.
Kitty and Rook. Kitty, okay. Kitty receives the
Yeah,
inspo. Oop.
and then I know I'm within range of this guy, but Venn wants out of here, so I'm gonna back up.
Alright, the gibbering mouther attempts to bite you on your way out with a 12 to hit. No damage. Miss.
Alright, and how far is the is it difficult terrain to get out of the the ground mush, whatever they do?
Yes, so it's difficult terrain within 10 feet of the mouther, no matter what. Okay?
Okay, so I'm out of it at this spot.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So she's gonna get to the middle of this room. She's kind of headed towards that vase, that skull-shaped vase that she sees, but she's mainly just trying to get out of the gibberingness of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all.
Right. Anything else, Venn? No.
Nope.
Magnus, you start your turn within 10 feet of 2 Mouthers and 20 feet of same. Yeah. Actually, it's probably worse than that, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that Mouther to the south is also within... the Gibbering Mouther babbles incoherently while it can see any creature and can hear the Gibbering Mouther. Okay, Brian, it's actually worse for you. I'm going to need 2 strength saves and 3 wisdoms. Okay, strength save against the Gibbering Mouther. That is a save. You may take your turn, may move normally. Now let's get the other one.
Right?
Yeah, let's get the other strength save against that one. Another success, so you may move normally.
And then 3 wisdom.
And now 3 wisdoms for the Gibbering.
Ooh, 311 for your blesses.
Oh, God.
8. Any rebuttals, Brian?
I got nothing.
Okay, that's good enough, I think. So you will suffer that on a failure, marking you with a yellow marker of death. And on a failure, the creature cannot take reactions, and you must roll a d8 to determine what you do on your turn. Give me a d8 roll, please.
Oh, boy.
With a 2, you will be doing absolutely nothing as you stand slack-jawed listening to the gibbering mouthing.
Well, it sounds right. These guys are bad.
And so concludes Magnus's turn. The Gibbering Mouthers then move to position. This one here scuttles... actually just stays right there, because why not? And it makes a multi-attack, attempting to bite Rook. Chomp, chomp, chomp with a 12 to miss Rook.
Miss.
And then after that, it uses its blinding spittle. The Mouther spits a glob of chemical goo to a point within 15 feet. The glob explodes in a blinding flash of light on impact, and it drops it right on... There's really no good place to throw it, actually, as I could potentially be blinded too. Let's throw it right on Kitty and hope for the best. Okay, the 3 of you will be making dexterity saving throws, as will this Gibbering Mouther over yonder.
I'm gonna go Brian bless first, then Kitty.
Gibbering Mouther saves and is not blinded. Kitty, you save with an 18. Rook, you throw an 11. You fail and are blinded. Any rebuttals?
Nope.
Blind. And a 13 to
16
Magnus.
for Brian.
16 and 16 Magnus. You are not blinded by the blinding spittle.
Hey.
That's it for the Gibbering Mouther there. This one is going to go om nom nom on Magnus, attempting to bite him. It rolls a feeble 11, trying to chomp on Magnus. No damage there. And then it will launch its blinding spittle with a recharge function with the yellow dot, and dumps it at the same point, right on top of Kitty's head. Let's get some more dexterity saves from our crew.
Brian and then Kitty again. Same order.
Okay. That is a failure for Magnus. Magnus, you are blinded by the flash of spittle.
Makes sense.
And Kitty, you save once again. No blinding for you. The next Gibbering Mouther comes slithering into location, going 10 feet. And blah, 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 runs up to my allies, my heroes here. And let's go chompy chomp on a target-rich environment. Let's see. I'll go after my blinded people, obviously. Magnus, you are chosen. This is at advantage, as the Mouther tries to consume you with a 12 to hit. Miss.
Nope.
And then it decides one more time. Let's chuck out that blinding spittle. Let's see.
I don't have to roll, right?
Let's see here. I'm gonna take this. No, you don't have to roll. We'll just dump the blinding spittle on Kitty and hope for the best. All right, Kitty, give me a dexterity saving throw. And Kitty, you save and are not blinded by the blast. All right, that's it for the gibbering mouthers. We go back to Kitty at the top of the initiative. Kitty, strength saving throw 3 times, and then a wisdom saving throw 3 times.
Sorry, that shouldn't have been an advantage, but it would still be over.
Yeah, you're fine. That's a save. That's a save. And lastly, that's a save.
13.
All right. Okay, and now the wisdom parts, the hard part.
Yeah.
Those are your blesses. Not great rolls, but
Okay, that'll do it. Any rebuttals, Kitty?
Wait. It's 9.
9 is your total. Yes, that is not sufficient. Any
I'll
rebuttals?
use Bardic.
Bardic. Venn, be so kind.
Yes, I will do that when I remember what it is. I think it's still a 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a D8.
1. Is it?
For a bard at level what?
5.
Let's find out. Okie doke. Your bardic die at this level is a d8.
Okay. Maybe the d8 will be kinder to me.
Maybe. Let's find out.
A bit.
13.
Okay, that'll do it. You save against the first mouther. Let's get 2 more. And we'll remove the thing.
So 2 more, right?
2 more, yes.
You can do it.
Save with a 15. And one more roll. 18. You save with a grand total of 20. All right.
Nice.
All right, Kitty, you may take your turn normally.
The one that's hurt, I am
Still.
going to. I think we'll probably have to take a short rest after this, right?
Maybe.
We'll see.
Okay.
Goodness.
Actually, they haven't hurt any of us, right?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, I need to make sure all my hits hurt, so I am going to stay reckless.
All right. Reckless coming up.
So that's a 26.
Absolutely a hit on the mouther. 14 damage, but I'm waiting for the other one.
15
15.
damage.
All right. Creature is badly wounded at this point.
Natural 20.
Hell yeah. Let's
Uh,
finish the job.
Just knocking it out.
Oh, sorry, gotta do that twice.
Mhm.
That is 23 damage.
Done.
All right.
Kitty grinds them into sausage meat.
And then because of heavy weapon mastery, I hew and go on to the next one.
Okay. Then that'll be this one here, I assume.
Yes.
Yes. A whirling dervish becomes Kitty, blending creatures left and right. And that is a 26, another hit.
Okay.
Okay. 12 or
That's 12 damage.
slash. All right. Back to you, Kitty.
Just basically her fear, of them makes her really pissed, even though she doesn't go into her rage. And she's just going to town and chopping them up into little bits like she did before.
As the gibbering mouther is slain, it starts falling apart into components, pieces of teeth and eyes and blood. As we go to Rook. Rook, you start your turn needing to make 2 strength saves and 2 wisdom saves.
20 and 10.
Okay, you succeed on both, and now for the wisdom saves.
Nat 20 and a 19.
You save. You may take your turn normally, but you are still blinded.
Still blinded. And I don't know how for long.
Until the end of the mouther's next turn that blinded you, so I think that was this one.
I think so too. Okay. All my spells are sight-based, pretty much. So I'm just going to.
That's tragic.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna channel divinity.
Channel Divinity.
Twilight Sanctuary. And it's been a while, so you might have to remind me
Okay.
what we changed. It's just 15. Is it 15 feet and a bonus action to do it?
15 feet and a bonus action. You're doing Twilight Sanctuary.
Yes.
Okay. So for everybody out here that's listening to this, I have changed Twilight Sanctuary because it's broken. It's too powerful. Twilight Sanctuary has been nerfed at this table to only go 15 feet. It no longer has an off-turn function, because that's the thing that was offending me most, because you just you just pumped out like instant regeneration without any resource management. So in order to do this now, Rook now has to expend a bonus action to deploy the bonus set, the temporary hit points within 15 feet of that radius. If you're not in the 15 feet, you don't get the hit points. Is everyone clear on that?
Well.
Okay. So as an action, you've presented your holy symbol. The sphere has activated, and you're down to a bonus action, Rook.
I'm gonna bonus action to give out temps.
Okay, doling out some temps, and let's see what you got.
10.
Okay, so if you have 10, if you have less than 10, then congratulations, you have 10.
And he's still blind, so he's got like it's a bigger like almost like a tower shield, like a Roman tower shield. He's kind of just huddled behind it, with ravens kind of shooting out the sides.
A lot of cawing and a lot of feathers being displayed as the Twilight Sanctuary takes hold. And that's anything else, Rook.
That's it.
Venn, your turn.
All right. Real quick, could I get a little token for my armor of Agathis that I put up before coming in here?
Certainly.
Thank you. All right. And then I can see enough of this gibbering mouther down here to hit it. I guess I'm gonna use Ray of Frost because I don't want to go through all my spell slots in the second fight. So here we go. Let's see if my spells are working. 21.
Okay, 21. That is a hit with the Ray of Frost on the gibbering mouther. Roll damage.
16 cold.
16 cold damage to the gibbering mouther as the spell connects, dealing the damage. And the mouther is frozen.
Yes.
Mark that business with
16.
purple. There you go.
Yeah, cold 16.
A cold 16.
Let's see. This time I am going to use the bonus action to roll on my table. So we get a 10 on that one. So let me mark that down. And that's going to be all. So Venn shoots through her allies this ray of frost that envelops the gibbering mouther, and she kind of does, like, she flicks her hand and kind of effortlessly hits the gibbering mouther with this ray of frost while she's like digging through her deck of cards with her other hand and trying to figure out something that they can do to help them.
Excellent.
That's all.
All right, and with the shuffling of the cards and a blast of frost, we go to Magnus. Magnus, you start your turn in range of 2 mouthers, and strength saves and wisdom saves for both.
Yay. Alright.
1 and 3 for strength.
Yep. That is a success on the first roll, and a success on the second. Your movement is not impeded. Now let's see if your mind is. Save.
Next at 10.
Save.
Oh my god.
And save. You have saved on both. You may take your turn normally.
And I'm still blinded?
You are still blinded until the end of this Mouther's turn.
Well,
I think. Was that Mouther or is it this one?
I don't remember. It was
Neither
not.
do I.
No, it was the second one. Yeah, because I saved the first one. The second one that rolled. It's whatever. I'm going to go ahead and shock this guy in front of me.
Okay.
I'm going to pull out the taser and shock the shit out of him.
Okay, Rook on the trigger with that bless.
Oh,
Things
boy.
are not Vikings with the AC anyway.
20.
20 is a hit on the gibbering mouther. Roll damage.
Gotta add arcane firearm.
Touching the taser to the gibbering mouther's flesh. A crackling blast of lightning. And that's a lot of damage.
Get shocked, bitch.
That's 8. And no reactions from Mr. Mouther. That's, which is for Magnus, a red token. And there you go, Magnus. Don't forget, it's difficult terrain still, so take that into account. For 10 feet around the Mouther.
Well, for 10 feet, okay.
For 10 feet around the Mouther, it's difficult. Okay. There you go.
Actually, in front of Venn. There we go.
Okay. All right, Magnus. Anything else?
See, I still got my bonus action, right? So I'm gonna go ahead.
You should.
It has not been an hour since the first fight, right?
It has not. It's been 3,000 years.
I'm gonna shoot.
Thousands of years ago, you deployed your turret. Okay, sorry.
Get shot.
22 is a hit on the gibbering mouther. Roll damage. And that deals 8 more force damage to the gibbering mouther, not slaying the beast, but damaging it severely as shocks and blasts of force rip through the mouther. It's beginning to ooze piles and piles of blood as the creature is now deep in bloodied state. Back to you, Magnus.
That's it.
Time for the gibbering mouthers to take their turn. At the end of this one, Rook will no longer be blind. This one will attempt to Om Nom Nom on Rook. Also, I'm going to attempt to recharge my Blinding Spittle. Let's see how that goes. I have succeeded in recharging Blinding Spittle on this one. As you hear this thing hawking and coughing up loogies.
Trying to hawk to us, guys.
Ugh, gross. An 18, Rook, to hit. You have been crypto scanned.
I'm gonna shield.
You cast Shield as the Mouther's teeth ricochet off your shield. Your AC goes up by 5. And then it deploys Blinding Spittle. Dropping it on the space behind Rook here, causing Kitty, the Mouther, and Rook to make a dexterity saving throw. The Mouther will be probably biffing this one.
I'm already blind though. Do I need?
Oh, you are. But I'm seeing if I'm seeing it re-ups, right?
Well, I feel like I couldn't see a visual effect if I'm blind.
Yeah, that's a good point. You're already blind. Kitty, you save. You're good. That's the end of that gibbering mouther's turn. Rook, you're no longer blind. Okay, that takes us to the next gibbering mouther, who attempts to recharge Blinding Spittle, and fails to do so. That gibbering mouther is going to Om Nom Nom on Kitty, who is reckless. A bite coming Kitty's direction, with a 15 to hit our barbarian friend.
That's a miss.
That is a miss then, as the Mouther tries to close its jaws around Kitty, but nothing doing. That's the end of the gibbering Mouther's turn. As we go to Kitty, top of the initiative, strength and wisdoms, please.
Okay, strength. Oh, it's a 12.
That is a success.
Okay.
You succeed.
And then 2 wisdom, right?
I need one more strength saving throw.
Okay.
For this one. It's still within 10.
Long as I roll a 3. There we go.
Okay, you save on that one, and now 2 wisdoms for each Mouther.
Okay.
Double 2s for bless.
Okay. 8.
Okay. 8 is a failure. With that, Kitty, you are gibbering and confused, and give me a d8 roll to determine what your action is this turn. The Mouthers get through to Kitty, and with a 4, Kitty does nothing but stand there slack-jawed. That is the end of Kitty's turn. Good thing you're not using Rage on these, because it's easily lost. Rook, you start your turn within range of 2 Mouthers, so
Yep.
2 strengths, 2 wisdoms. Let's have it.
Strength is a 9 and a 10.
Okay, with a 9, you are held fast and unable to move your feet. Strength speed is 0. Wisdom saving throw, please.
10 and 21.
10 and 21, you save. You may take your turn normally.
Okay. I am going to cast Word of Radiance.
Word O Radiance. Okay.
Con save of 15.
Con save of 15, and each creature of your choice for con saves. Here we go. One gibbering mouther rolls a hot 21. The other one rolls a weak 9.
Okay, so the one that failed is going to take 7 radiant.
7 radiant damage, as the southern one is cooked in a flash of raven feathers, and it's now critically wounded and on its way out the door. Back to you, Rook.
That's going to do it.
Okay. All right, as Rook is held in place with his feet sinking into the dough-like earth created around the Mouthers, we go to Venn, and a blast of radiant energy from Rook zaps the Mouthers, and Venn, hopefully open to take advantage.
All right. I'm gonna get
Magnus is obviously no longer blinded.
where I can kind of see what's going on. That should work. Rook, do you want to be a dragon? Or pretend to be one?
Do you
Sure.
wanna be a dragon?
I mean, I'd
So-
never say no to being a dragon.
Well, you can pretend to be one with my fancy card draw that I got. So I rolled a 10, which I will post here.
Nobody ever offers me to be a dragon. That never happens.
Yeah, you don't need that.
You're a dragon all the time.
Well, I mean like a real dragon, so I'd be independently wealthy and just have piles of gold and never go anywhere. That's what I mean.
That'd be pretty cool, right?
That'd be
To
great.
be a dragon.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Just have piles of gold and everyone's afraid of you.
Hordes of money. Yeah.
You can shake.
You could also have a dad that has an emerald mine from apartheid.
You can make a car out of a brick.
Yeah, and everybody believes you when you throw salutes that are Nazi salutes that are not Nazi salutes, guys. He's just awkward.
Yeah.
Which as an autistic person isn't offensive in any fucking way. That's so fucking ever.
He was just throwing his heart out there. Okay, anyways.
Nazi boy. Anyway. Next.
Anyways,
Oh, we're supposed to be
Ben
doing fucking
pulled the
fantasy in
tail
here,
of the
goddammit.
dragon.
Do one thing and one thing only.
I'm not violently angry right now at all.
This will make you feel. Actually, it might not. It's gonna destroy your monsters, but
They're not mine. Roast them. Fuck them. I don't care.
the target spews fire from the mouth in a 30-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make Dex save or take fire damage equal to 4 rolls of your Bardic Inspo.
Oh god.
On a failed save, half as much damage on a successful save. And so Rook is gonna breathe some fire on those gibbering mouthers. And I don't think it doesn't say that it takes his reaction or anything. So.
That is correct. So, describe how this looks for us while we get these dex saves going. What's the
All right.
dexterity saving throw versus, by the way?
It should just be my spell save DC. I think.
Yeah, I've got a 4 and an 11, as these things are not Vikings of the dex.
The DC equals your spell save DC. That's under the. I can post it if you need me to.
That's okay. I buy it.
All right, but yes, it is 15. So Venn holds up her cards and she said, "I had visions of a mist, but I realized it was not mist, but smoke. And Rook, you feel this fire bubbling up inside of your chest, and you open your mouth and spray the fire on the gibbering mouthers, who take fire damage."
Lots of it, hopefully.
4d8, it should be.
Yeah.
Not great.
Oof.
14.
The gibbering mouther to the south is cooked in a blast of breathing flame. As for the other one, 14 damage to him as he takes a bit of singeing, but is otherwise intact. Back to you, Ben.
Excellent. That was my action to deploy that. For my bonus action, I will re-roll on the table and see what I can do next. A 2. All right. Noted. And that is going to be the end of Ven's turn. She looks very pleased with herself at this, and that is all.
You know who else wants to get pleased with himself is Magnus. Get in there.
All right. Half cover or something, right?
Let's see here. That's clipping a wall pretty steadily. I'm actually gonna go 3/4 cover on that one.
Let me see if my my thing can avoid that. Give me a second.
Sure.
Well, you can pop in and out.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think Spell Sniper avoids that.
Well, I got a Wand of the War Mage here. Let's see here. Ignores half cover, not 3/4. All right, yeah, I'll pop in then.
Okay. Popping in.
Think that takes it? Does that look right? I could probably stand.
That is no cover at all, actually. That is a straight shot.
Alright, get shot with both the cannons.
Okay. Magnus rolls in, double fisting the guns. Let's see it. Pew, 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 pew. It's not gunslinger, but hey, pretty darn close.
Let's get it.
Yes, that is absolutely a hit on the gibbering mouther.
Yeah, there's Bless on there too, but you don't need it.
10 damage to the gibbering mouther as it gets blasted in a dot of fire damage.
Force Ballista.
The cannon acquires targets, but connects with a 10 roll damage.
And
Nice.
Double pens. 20.
That's a lot of damage.
10 emotional damage. Creature is sent into bloodied state with the repeated gunfire from Magnus.
Alright, and I'll do that, and that's it.
All right. As Magnus rips off a couple of shots into the gibbering mouther, the creature sprays blood, and that takes us to the gibbering mouther's turn. All right, the gibbering mouther is going to slither over here and try to chomp Kitty with advantage. And how about a 14? Just a miss on Kitty. And then it disgorges a blob of spittle. It's in 15 feet of itself. Nope, can't do that. So we'll just drop it right here. The blinding spittle disgorges, and you two must make a con save. Or dex save, sorry.
20 for me.
You save Rook,
Plus 2 to whatever Kitty rolls.
and Kitty rolls a dex save of...
Oh, that's a nat 20. Oh shit, wasted it.
Womp womp.
Wasted it.
Neutral.
Damn. Damn.
Both of you have saved with your critical success. You critically close your eyes. Critical hit.
Hell yeah.
They've all been on advantage, but that's my 4th critical today.
Yeah, you're doing well.
Really wild.
You're doing well. Sounds like cheat.
You broke the algorithm.
That's right. Stop casting magic spells on my... I don't know. It's not even my algorithm. I don't know why I'm being such so defensive about it. I don't care. Yes, you both save, are not blinded, and Kitty. All right. Strength and wisdom, please.
Turn this motherfucker into baloney.
Why'd that hit me so hard?
I don't know.
That was good. You save and can move. On the 13.
The wisest of us.
You may take your turn normally.
I would have been happy with the crit on that.
You just gain another point of wisdom for no reason.
No reason to not do it. Reckless. Natural 20.
There it is.
Yes.
This is getting
It's
silly.
insane.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Roll it. All right, let's see them hot crits. 20.
Oof.
Show me your crits. Show me your crits.
20 damage.
20 is a hit. Why are you looking at
No.
my eyes? My crits are down
20
here.
is the damage.
Yes, it's applied.
Okay.
You're good. 20 emotional damage.
22 to hit.
A hit.
That is 17 damage. And
And
dang it, I got a 3rd attack. So I hit it again even though it's dead.
Tastify it.
26 to hit.
uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Brutal.
15 more damage.
To its dead body. Kitty, the final blow is yours. Describe how the gibbering mouther bites the dust.
Kind of now her thing is chopping them up into teeny tiny pieces. And she's once again covered in blood. She's not even concerned about the bow because these guys just really make her. It's kind of like also that little kid temper tantrum of like non-effective anger, stomping around and like stomping on them and just killing them. I guess it's fairly effective actually, but it's little girl like.
Gonna blunt your sword doing that. Just keeps hitting stone after stone after stone, and just this great sword's broken now. Now you gotta get it and holding it.
It's a giant murder robot though. Like the sword doesn't really need to be sharp, does it?
I guess not. It's just hitting it with like blood steel.
You're
over
just hitting
it.
with an eye beam of steel. Like
Yeah, just changes to bludgeoning damage. It's fine. All right, the gibbering mouthers are slain, and how long does Twilight Sanctuary last?
I think it's a minute.
All right, good. Get rid of that stupid thing. Just. It lasts a minute, and the temps last until a long rest. Get out of town.
Yeah,
Kitty's no longer reckless. How long does Bless last? That's a minute too.
that's a minute as well.
With the defeat of the gibbering mouthers and the horrors that you have overcome at this point, and also the understanding that your dungeon master is a hack and a fraud and should have given you this after the Gloomstalkers and not before the Mouthers. You all silently curse the god that is running this session, because what a clown show that guy is, as you all ascend to level 6.
Hey,
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 I think this level lets me fly.
that's
fly.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What does this you mean, fly?
The Raven
have-
Queen gives him wings.
Yes, but can't be in the light. I think I can only fly in the darkness.
Well, good thing this place is entirely dark, so that'll be
Rook
interesting.
is Batman.
You're Batman. Anyway, yes, level 6 to the party, as you guys will need to be level 6 before the end of the next session, or for the start of the next session. And that's going to do it for today's episode of Call of the Netherdeep. How we doing?
doing pretty
Ew,
good.
that was fun.
All right, well, thank you guys for listening to Call of the Netherdeep. For the rest of the party, I'm Sykersomatic. Tune in for the next episode. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.
All right.
Thanks.